I said, "Look at my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be secure?"
Cardi B's legal situation just took a dramatic twist. The rapper could face serious jail time, and honestly, given her past, it's not entirely shocking. From fights at strip clubs to throwing microphones and clashes with security, Cardi B has a history that seemed like it could lead to prison. Let's go over how things have escalated with her latest trial. Right now, Cardi B is in a California courtroom, battling to protect her name, her career, and potentially millions in damages. This isn't just another celebrity lawsuit. It's a major assault case that's drawn the attention of millions and gives a rare look at the darker side of fame. The civil trial started on August 25th, 2025, in Alhambra, California. What's happening inside is intense. The case, officially called Imani Ellis vs. Belcalis Almanzar, comes from an incident back in February 2018, but the details emerging are so shocking that the entertainment world can't stop talking about it. Here's what reportedly happened that day. Cardi B, who was secretly 4 months pregnant with her first child, went to a Beverly Hills obstetrician's office, a top-notch place where celebrities keep things private. What should have been a routine appointment turned into what the plaintiff claims was a violent attack, leaving her both physically hurt and emotionally traumatized.
Were you using your telephone to take photographs of the defendant when you saw her exit the elevator?
Security guard Imani Ellis filed the lawsuit in 2020 at the Los Angeles County Superior Court, accusing Cardi B of assault, battery, and intentionally causing emotional harm. But the claims don't stop there. They describe a celebrity who, according to the lawsuit, completely lost control during a medical appointment. Ellis says Cardi B allegedly got in her face, shouted offensive language, and, as Ellis testified, did even worse. The allegations are shocking. Ellis claims Cardi B called her a dumb fat ass, used racial slurs including the N-word, scratched her cheek with a 3-inch fingernail, which needed stitches and plastic surgery, and even spat on her.
What were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna get you fired.
Ellis went further, saying,
She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down, body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
Did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
This isn't just about a celebrity losing their temper once. It points to a recurring pattern that hints at something far more serious.
Did the defendant take a swing at you?
She did.
When she took a swing at you, it didn't hit your body, correct?
No.
Did the defendant use her fingernails to cut your face?
Here's where things get even more intense. Ellis also claimed that Cardi B used her celebrity status to get her fired from her security job at the medical center. While this part of the case is expected to be dropped before the jury makes a decision, it's still striking. It implies that Cardi B not only allegedly attacked someone, but then may have used her fame to ruin their career. What makes this trial even more fascinating is how it's unfolding online. Clips from Cardi B's testimony have gone viral, racking up millions of views. Reactions are mixed. Some fans are defending her, while others are worried about the troubling behavior that seems to be coming to light. The courtroom drama feels like a legal thriller. On the second day, August 26th, Cardi B testified for about 50 minutes, denying she touched, spat on, or insulted Ellis with slurs. She only admitted to calling Ellis a bitch for recording her pregnancy, but the cross-examination is what really grabbed attention. Plaintiff's lawyer, Ron Rosen, questioned her about the length and shape of her nails, even having her show them to the jury to support the scratching allegation.
How long are those fingernails? Just your best estimate. I don't want you to take a ruler to it, but if you were to give your estimate, is that half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inches?
think it has to be less than an inch.
And,
Way less than an inch.
can you show them to us again?
Think about this for a second. A Grammy-winning artist is in court, being asked to show her fingernails to a jury as possible evidence in an assault case. The ridiculousness of it didn't escape anyone watching. Moments like these are exactly why so many people are glued to this trial. One of the most revealing moments came when Rosen questioned Cardi B about changes in her hair between court days, which annoyed the judge because it seemed irrelevant. Cardi explained that they were just wigs. When asked about her hair, she simply said, "They're wigs." And Rosen replied, "It's a good wig today."
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good way to.
These little exchanges might seem unimportant, but they actually give important clues about how both sides are handling the case. Cardi B described the incident as more of a verbal argument than a physical fight, and denied ever using the N-word toward Ellis.
A verbal altercation, if you think that that's an incident, a verbal altercation, then it's an incident for you. But we both have different opinions. It's a verbal altercation. She didn't hit me, I didn't hit her. There was no touch. So to me, it wasn't no incident.
She continued by saying,
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
Cardi B's defense approach is clear. She's trying to downplay what happened, insisting that any conflict was purely verbal. But Ellis's lawyers are telling a very different story. A story where a powerful celebrity allegedly lost control and attacked an innocent security guard who was just doing her job. The stakes are high. Since this is a civil case, Ellis only needs to prove her side is more likely true than not, rather than beyond a reasonable doubt as in criminal trials. That lower burden of proof makes the he said, she said nature of the case even more critical, meaning the outcome could realistically go either way. What makes this case even more gripping is the lack of video evidence. Ellis claims Cardi B's team tried to delete footage, while Cardi B denies it, saying no recordings exist. Because nothing physical happened. In a world where almost everything is filmed, the absence of video is both suspicious and very important. It means the jury's decision may come down entirely to who they find more credible. As of August 27, 2025, the trial is still ongoing. Cardi B is testifying, and more witnesses are expected. Each day brings new revelations and insight into what happened back in February 2018. But this trial is just the tip of the iceberg in Cardi B's legal history. A troubling record of violence and court battles. While this civil case is dominating headlines, it's not an isolated incident. It's part of a larger pattern of behavior stretching over years and involving multiple alleged victims, creating a narrative that's hard to ignore. One of the most shocking details comes from before her fame. In a 2016 Instagram Live video that resurfaced in 2019, Cardi admitted to luring men to hotel rooms, drugging them with substances like MDMA or other sedatives, and robbing them while they were unconscious. This wasn't someone else's claim. It came directly from Cardi B herself.
I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drop niggas up and I'll rob them. That's what I used to do.
The things she described are chilling. She framed these actions as a way to survive during financially desperate times, saying, whether or not they were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. But it gets even more unsettling. In 2024, she repeated that she doesn't feel guilty and would do it again under similar circumstances. Think about that. A major recording artist openly admitting to drugging and robbing men, showing no remorse and saying she would repeat it. The confession caused a huge backlash, with critics comparing her to Bill Cosby and pointing out hypocrisy, especially considering the Me Too movement. The comparison to Cosby isn't just exaggeration. Both cases involve drugging unsuspecting victims, though the motives differ. The pattern of legal trouble continued. In August 2018, Cardi B was involved in one of her most publicized cases. Prosecutors claimed she organized attacks on two bartender sisters, Jade and Batty G, at Angel's Gentlemen's Club in Queens, New York, after accusing one of having an affair with her husband, Offset.
He is looking at some serious charges. According to the original criminal complaint, this all started because she suspected her husband was sleeping with two bartending sisters at a New York strip club. Now, this morning, she's accused of ordering not one, but two premeditated attacks against those women, and she's facing some...
The alleged attacks were brutal. On the first night, Cardi and her crew reportedly threw glass bottles, alcohol, and chairs at one sister, slamming her head into the bar and causing cuts and bruises. But that wasn't the end. 2 weeks later, they allegedly returned and attacked the other sister, with Cardi reportedly coordinating via social media and even offering money for the assaults. This wasn't a sudden fight. It was allegedly planned violence carried out over multiple incidents. Cardi faced 14 charges, including 2 felonies for attempted assault with intent to cause serious injury, along with misdemeanors like reckless endangerment and harassment. These were serious charges, especially for someone at the top of the hip-hop world. What's striking is how she reportedly treated the process as an inconvenience rather than a serious matter. She even skipped a court date in December 2018 to film a music video, angering the victim's attorney, who accused her of benefiting from celebrity favoritism. This behavior suggested someone who felt above the law or the consequences ordinary people would face. Eventually, in September 2022, Cardi pleaded guilty to third-degree assault and second-degree reckless endangerment. She was sentenced to 15 days of community service, received a 3-year order of protection for the victims, and had to pay their court fees. By pleading guilty, she officially admitted in court to these violent acts. The pattern of confrontations didn't stop there. On September 7, 2018, at the Harper's Bazaar Icons party during New York Fashion Week, Cardi reportedly confronted fellow rapper Nicki Minaj, leading to a physical altercation where Cardi allegedly threw her shoe at Minaj. The public feud with Nicki Minaj didn't lead to charges, since neither side pressed them, but it added another layer to the growing narrative of Cardi B as someone who allegedly responds to conflict with violence. This pattern has continued in recent years, reinforcing concerns about her behavior. For example, in July 2023, during a performance at Dry's Beach Club in Las Vegas, a fan threw a drink at her on stage. Cardi retaliated by throwing her microphone, which struck the fan. Authorities later cleared her in August 2023, ruling it self-defense. But the legal complications didn't end there. In July 2025, an Ohio woman filed a lawsuit claiming that the mic had hit her instead, resulting in physical injuries, emotional distress, and reputational harm. Across these incidents, a clear pattern is emerging. Time and again, when faced with eye conflict, Cardi B allegedly turns to physical aggression. Reports from 2019 show she had previous arrests for violent assaults, including against former co-workers at strip clubs who had complained about her. These incidents suggest a recurring behavior rather than isolated events. Some observers have also pointed out a troubling demographic pattern. Many of the alleged victims are Black women, including strip club workers, Nicki Minaj, and Ellis. These situations often escalate from verbal disagreements to physical confrontations, sparking conversations about internalized misogyny and colorism within hip-hop culture. Legally, these patterns are complicated. While Judge Ian Fusselman ruled to exclude references to past incidents, stripping history, gang affiliations, and prior legal issues from the current case for being prejudicial, the court of public opinion is far less constrained. Fans and critics alike are connecting the dots, and many find the emerging pattern disturbing. The way this intersects with Cardi B's public image is especially notable. Her career has been built on authenticity, telling her story, sharing her struggles, and portraying her rise from the Bronx to superstardom. But when that authenticity includes admitting to drugging and robbing men, or allegedly attacking anyone who crosses her, it raises serious questions about her influence and the kind of role model she represents. Timing also plays a major role. Many of her legal battles coincide with key moments in her music career. Every milestone, including album releases, seems to come with legal drama, intertwining her professional achievements with personal controversies. The current assault trial, unfolding just weeks before the release of her second album, Am I the Drama, set for September 19, 2025, has heightened speculation about its potential impact. Delays in promotion, negative publicity, or questions about her credibility could all affect the album's success. The financial stakes are significant too. Cardi B faces multiple lawsuits simultaneously, each carrying the potential for millions in damages. In August 2025, producers Joshua Frastro and Miguel Aguilar sued her, claiming her 2024 Single Enough Miami copied their 2021 track Greasy Fry Bread. They are seeking an injunction to prevent her from streaming, performing, or monetizing the song, even aiming to exclude it from her upcoming album. With years of anticipation for her music and ongoing delays, losing a track or seeing a single removed could seriously disrupt her career momentum. Then there's the ongoing legal battle with blogger Tasha K. Cardi B won a $4 million judgment in 2022 for defamatory videos, but the case didn't end there. Tasha K. filed for bankruptcy in 2023, and Cardi's team moved in early 2025 to dismiss it, citing hidden offshore accounts and inconsistencies in her reported lifestyle. Tasha K. countered, claiming Cardi B was sabotaging her career through restrictive settlement terms that allegedly infringed on free speech. This ongoing dispute is draining resources, attention, and energy that could otherwise go toward Cardi's career, highlighting issues of social media accountability and the challenges of enforcing judgments against digital influencers. The potential financial exposure from the current assault trial alone is staggering. If found liable, Cardi B could face compensatory damages covering medical costs, therapy, lost wages, and pain and suffering, ranging from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Punitive damages could push the total even higher, potentially into the millions if malice is proven. While someone of Cardi B's wealth might be able to absorb a single case, when combined with other lawsuits and the enormous legal fees required. To defend multiple cases, the financial burden could reach tens of millions, but the implications go beyond money. Cardi B's reputation is taking a hit. Critics and social media users have highlighted a pattern of court appearances and public altercations, painting her as volatile. When a celebrity's brand becomes associated with aggression and legal troubles rather than music and talent, maintaining mainstream appeal becomes far more difficult. The timing of these legal issues, coinciding with her album rollout, has already raised concerns about potential promotional setbacks. In the music industry, public perception and timing are everything. Negative coverage, especially during a high-profile trial, could overshadow album promotion and affect sales or streaming performance. Beyond financial and promotional consequences, these trials are affecting Cardi B's credibility as an artist. Social media users have linked the current assault trial to past controversies, arguing that it undermines her authenticity and authority. Some claim it destroyed her credibility. Now everyone knows she can't rap at all. When legal troubles start overshadowing discussions of artistic merit, it's a serious blow to any performer. The cultural implications are also significant. Rivals and critics use the trial to amplify criticisms, highlighting perceived hypocrisy. Cardi B has positioned herself as a voice for women's rights and social justice, yet multiple allegations of violence, particularly against other women, raise questions about how she can maintain credibility in those areas. Throughout this investigation, the pattern is clear. These are not isolated incidents. Alleged assaults and confrontations appear to be part of a consistent approach to handling conflict, often escalating from verbal disagreements to physical aggression. Social media discussions have highlighted repeated attacks on Black women, including former co-workers Nicki Minaj and Ellis. This is particularly tragic given Cardi B's journey. Rising from poverty in the Bronx to become one of the most successful female rappers ever, she has broken barriers, won Grammys, and inspired millions. But none of that success shields her from the consequences of repeated legal conflicts. If she cannot manage her impulses or avoid situations that lead to courtrooms, her achievements are overshadowed by controversy. The entertainment industry is watching closely. If Cardi B faces serious legal consequences or her career suffers, it could serve as a cautionary tale for other artists about the real costs of violent behavior. It also prompts broader discussions about accountability in hip-hop culture, questioning whether the industry has normalized aggression as part of the street credibility many artists cultivate. As of August 27, 2025, the trial continues with more witnesses expected and closing arguments approaching. Each day brings new testimony, revelations, and damage to Cardi B's public image. The verdict will likely shape not only immediate financial consequences, but also her long-term standing in the music world. This isn't just the story of one artist's legal troubles. It's a warning about fame, power, and the dangers of believing you are above the law. Whether Cardi B can recover from this crisis remains uncertain, but her empire is under pressure, and the foundation looks increasingly fragile. The final chapters of this story are still unfolding in a California courtroom, but the trajectory is clear. The damage is growing, and a reckoning may finally be near. With millions of dollars in potential damages, a history of troubling behavior, and a major album release at stake, the stakes have never been higher. Fans following her journey or those just learning about these controversies can agree on one thing. The next few months will determine whether Cardi B can overcome these challenges and reclaim her place at the top of hip-hop, or if this marks the beginning of a decline for one of the genre's most controversial stars. The courtroom drama continues. Legal bills keep piling up, and the public is watching every move. In a career already defined by controversy, this may be the challenge that proves too great to overcome. And with that, we reach the end of this deep dive. For more content like this, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and check out the cards on your screen for more videos. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below.